let's get into it. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today?
Something for them.
Ooh. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live on this 33 day. Welcome to the live on this 33 day. How are y'all doing today? Let me go ahead and post that we on live. Let me go ahead and post that we on live. Let the world know we on live. Yep. How are y'all doing today? My people on TikTok. We about to get started. Today is 222. That's really what I should change the name of this live. Let me see if I can change it. How are y'all doing today? What's up, everybody? How are y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling powerful. I'm ready to talk to y'all today. Today's live is going to be about how to reinvent yourself. How to reinvent yourself. Full breakdown now on live. Boom. What's up, everybody? What's good, everybody? I'm feeling so good today. I'm feeling like today's about to be a powerful day. Today's about to be a powerful live. I feel like we really gonna get to where we need to with this live. And quite frankly, all I want to do is provide some value for you guys. Quite frankly, all I want to do is provide some value for you guys today. That's what I want to do today. And let's get straight into it. Let me go ahead and record. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to this video wherever you are watching this today. Today is February 22nd, 2025, 222. And if you do not know numerology, let me tell you something. Today is a powerful day, one of the most powerful days of the year. Today is a 33 day. Now, we know 33 is the highest number. It is the number of enlightenment. And now that we're in this 22-33 day, I wanted to let you guys know that today is the day for you to make a commitment to creating a new version of you. I want to have a real conversation with you today. Like I need you to sit here and just really listen to me, because I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Who you are right now is not going to take you to where you want to be. And that's just facts. Who you are right now is not going to take you to the life that you want to have or who you want to be. Thank you, Amber, for the gift. And the reason why I say this is because you have to understand, every successful person had a moment in their life where they sat with themselves and asked themselves, who do I need to be? Who do I have to be? Who do I need to become? And that's what you need to ask yourself. You need to ask yourself, who do I need to become to be successful? Who do I need to become to live the life that I want? And the first thing I want to tell you too is, let me record this on this camera too, man, because I'm spitting facts, boy. Hold on, man, because this one, I feel like this live is going to be such a great live. Who you are right now is not going to be able to take you to the finish line of who you want to become or where you want to be. But my question is, do you even know who you want to become, or do you even know where you want to be? That's another thing. Do you even know where the finish line is, where you want to be, who you want to become? What does that dream life look like? Are you powerful? Are you confident? Because some of y'all are living a life where you're ignored, where people don't listen to you, where your opinions are not valued, where you don't have money, where you don't have status, where you don't have power. And in this life, think about this life like a video game, and you trying to level up your rating. I know some people that came to me was like, man, I'm just so unhappy about where I am, about this and this and that. And then I started to ask them, are you working out? Oh no, I'm taking off a week because of what? You see, you don't want your new life bad enough, because you're not willing to sacrifice the comfort that is needed for you to live that life that you want. And the reason why I'm asking you, do you even know where you want to go? Because guess what? You can have so much gas but no direction, and now you're just missing it. You're missing the mark. You have no direction. All this gas but no direction. Or you have the direction and you have no gas. You have no fire. You're comfortable. And this is why sometimes God, life will start to put situations in your life that fucks you up because you are not getting up. And this is what I mean. If you take for granted the opportunity that you have to walk, to talk, to get up, to move, to do the things that you do, God will remove that from your life so you can finally start to appreciate it. Every day you have an opportunity to be better, but you sit in that bed. You stay comfortable. You take in them naps. You don't want it bad enough. You're not on fire. You're not on fire. You have to get on fire about the things that you want. The things that you want require a type of discipline, a type of hunger, a type of beast. But you're not given that. You think that this is supposed to be easy. It's not. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. But you have to allow this challenge to fuel you. When you're going through dark moments, those dark moments are here to fuel you. Every dark moment that you're going through is literally teaching you how to become the version of you that you want to become. What's up, everybody? Everybody go ahead and drop a what's up in the chat for me. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for the gift. How are y'all doing today, man? I missed y'all. I saw y'all yesterday, but today's different. And I have a whole, you guys know I got a report for y'all today. And today's report is the alchemy of reinvention. Shedding skin and becoming untouchable. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your notebooks out. I want you to get your notebooks out and I want you to take notes. Because everything that I'm going to tell you about today, if you're sick and tired of how you've been living, if you are tired of being tired, this is what you're going to need to hear. Because a lot of y'all are not understanding exactly, how do I change my life? How do I shift? How do I level up? And some of y'all, it's not that you live in a bad life. It's not that you're miserable, but you want more. You want more. Even if you're a 6-figure earner, you want 7 figures. And you should always be striving for more. Don't ever let people make you feel like you're greedy because you want to elevate. Because people will do that to you. Because people see you going up so high and they wish they had what you had, they'll make you feel like, dang, you want more? Like, I wish I had what you had. And then the thing about it is they don't realize that once you get to my level, you're going to realize that there's higher levels. You get what I'm saying? So, the alchemy of reinvention, shedding skin and becoming untouchable. Number 1, I want y'all to screen record this. I want y'all to share this with your friends. A snake does not weep for its old skin. It does not mourn the shell it once inhabited, nor does it hesitate when the time comes to tear itself free. It sheds. It leaves behind the past self, a brittle husk discarded in the dust, and slithers forth sleeker, deadlier, and unburdened. A lot of y'all are afraid to shed that skin because of the process that it takes. You see, shedding skin is not a process that feels good. Shedding skin doesn't always feel good because guess what? You're literally removing dead skin that was once your main skin. It's almost like moving from your childhood home to your new apartment is bittersweet. But a lot of y'all are allowing that bitter aspect to take over, and you're sulking over the past. You cannot have what you want while continuously entertaining the past. To reinvent yourself, you must embrace this brutal process. The man who clings to the corpse of his former self is bound to rot alongside it. Are y'all hearing me? The man who clings to the corpse of his former self is bound to rot alongside it. Transformation is not an indulgence, it's a necessity. Every being destined for greatness at some point died before they could truly live. Look at the world's most formidable figures. XXXTentacion. Jase said he was too soft, too fragile. So he created X. XXXTentacion. A special presence, untamed, unshackled by the weight of his past identity. David Goggins was weak, drowning in mediocrity. So he burnt the remnants of that man and emerged as Goggins. So you have to ask yourself, what's your new name? David Goggins said that David Goggins was too soft, so he created Goggins. And Goggins was that beast. Goggins was that savage. Now let me ask you, what's your new name? This alter ego, this other version. Kobe Bryant made Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant made Black Mamba. So who are you going to become now? And the reason why he created Black Mamba is so he could separate himself from the version of him that he needed to win. And it reminds me almost like your shadow. So they did not merely change. They committed a ritual sacrifice of self, slaughtering the version that would never make it and constructing a new entity from the ashes. And just like the number 22, because today's the 22nd, 22 is the master builder and the master destroyer. And I want you to understand that there is no reinvention without destruction. If you seek to influence, to command, to hold the gaze of the world in your palm, then the old must perish. The old you must perish, baby. You got to let go of that version of you. You got to let go of who you was. You got to let go of that. Because again, that version of you is not going to take you to the finish line. Okay? Thank you, King Maz. If you seek to influence, to command, to hold the gaze of the world in your palm, then the old you must perish. You must dissect your weaknesses like a surgeon and carve them out with ruthless precision. The timid, the hesitant version of yourself, let me tell you something, has no use for this world. The fact that you're so hesitant, it's not helping you. It's not helping you. Only the predator thrives. Only the savage thrives. Every powerful being is born in the darkness. And I really hope you hear me when I say that. Every powerful being is born in the darkness. The caterpillar dissolves into a formless mass before it becomes the butterfly. The snake sheds its skin. The darkness you have endured was not suffering, it was initiation. You were never meant to remain who you were. The world does not reward stagnation, it devours it. Somebody said today is a 22 and a 33 day. Yeah, I don't know anything about numerology. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Better check yourself. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. But yeah, man. And I feel like some of y'all need to create a new version of yourself so you can separate yourself from who you were. Some of y'all are so attached to the things you used to have. Some of y'all are attached to where you used to live, who you used to be with. You're so attached to these things and you're not realizing the more you attach yourself to these things, the more you hold yourself down and you stop yourself from flowing into that newer version of yourself. Right? So I need you to be the raw, unfiltered version of yourself. Because that's the only way you're going to win. That's the only way you're going to win. Thank you for the gift. The only way you're going to win is by being your raw, unfiltered version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I say create an alter ego. The alter ego is not a mask. It is the raw, unfiltered version of yourself that society has forced you to repress. And what I've noticed is a lot of times when you decide that you're going to be a winner, a lot of people don't like the winner version of you. A lot of people don't like the version of you that created success because that version of you triggers the loser in them. They don't like, see, that's the thing. Everybody wants you to be successful until you become successful, and then they don't like that version of you because you don't take no shit. It is the unshackled mind, the force of will. The greatest manipulators, the most influential figures, all understood this. Machiavelli did not seek approval. That's the thing. Y'all be seeking approval from people whose approval don't even fucking matter. Seeking approval from nobodies. And then the thing about it is, like, I don't care if the person is powerful. Fuck you seeking their approval for. Because the moment you seek someone else's approval, you just made them superior. And you just made yourself submissive. You have to learn how to sculpt your perception of yourself. Don't chase influence. Become an architect of power itself. Learn how to design your new life. Learn how to design your new personality. If you are to master the art of influence, you must create a version of yourself that is undeniable. A presence so refined, so magnetic that resistance is futile. And you got to understand, once you become powerful, people will try to control you. People will try to control you because they want control over your power. And you got to learn how to be able to play them. You see, a lot of people, they don't like, one thing I learned about spirituality is that spirituality isn't as pretty as you think it is. Spirituality isn't just roses and flowers and crystals. It's not. I don't know why people think that is. Spirituality is a war. A spiritual war. Spiritual warfare. And the thing about it is people will literally trigger you. People will literally incite war with you. And when you start to become a warrior, then they want to say, that's not spiritual of you. Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is. To protect myself is spiritual. To protect my bloodline is spiritual. To understand psychology is spiritual. To understand human nature is spiritual. People will use your spirituality against you because they feel like if you're spiritual, you should be weak. You should be submissive. Thank you for the gift. You should be easy. And I'm telling you right now, you are far from the truth. If you want to become powerful in this life and you want to tap into your full potential, you're going to have to learn psychology, baby. You are going to have to learn psychology. And the most spiritual thing you could do is to face your darkness. Everybody wants to be love and light and don't realize that light only has a purpose because there's darkness. And if you can't find your purpose within the darkness, you're not really spiritual or awakened. Or you haven't, let's not even say spiritual awakening, you just haven't really found yourself for real. You haven't found that savage within you. Reinvention is the most lethal weapon at your disposal. It is a rebirth by force, a deliberate, calculated shedding of the old skin. When they look into your eyes, they're not going to see the same person. They're going to see a force of nature. And don't mourn who you used to be. Don't mourn, just bury them. Recreate yourself. Recreate yourself. And the first thing that I want to teach you when it comes to recreating yourself is the number one thing you need to learn is detachment. Everybody comment the word detachment below. What's up, Mish? I haven't seen you in so long. But like I said, detachment. Detachment is key. And the reason why you have to master detachment is because for you to become powerful, you cannot be attached to anything. Because the moment you're attached to anything, people will use that attachment against you. When people understand that, oh, this is what this person is emotional about, that's your weakness. And some of the people that you date, they know that you're attached to them. So they run you wild because they know you're not going to leave because you're attached. But you see, when people know that you're not attached to anything and you're willing to walk away from anything that's not serving you, they start to act right. So number one, detach from people, detach from outcomes, detach from fear. And I taught this in my magnetism class. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the keys. You see, y'all, let me tell you something. It's only February and I have already secured, I keep telling you, I have already secured 6 figures for the year. To me, that's cool, but that's not enough. The goal is 7 figures. I've already mastered the 6-figure version of myself. I gotta master the 7-figure version of myself. And in order to master the 7-figure version of myself, I have to let go of the 6-figure version of myself. I have to detach from that version. And I have to become someone new. And how do I become someone new? I ask myself, who do I need to become? It's not what do I need to do, it's who do I need to become? Because a lot of y'all, the reason why you're not reaching more wealth, more success, more opportunities is because you're just not that person yet. For example, your mentality is holding you back because at moments when you should have been aggressive, you hesitated. At moments when you were supposed to be aggressive, you hesitated. And the only reason why you hesitated was because your lack of confidence within yourself. Thank you, Mish, for the gift. Thank you, Chandra, for the gift. And that's something that I've recognized. People who aren't even as qualified as you are in better positions than you because they think they're more qualified than you, because they think they're overqualified. And once you realize that your self-image and your perception of yourself controls your results, you'll start to see a change. So I started to identify with being a 6-figure earner and then wondering why I'm not hitting 7. Hello, it's because you told yourself you're only good enough to make 6. So once I hit 6, I think the job is done. And that's where comfort comes in. And I'm trying to tell you right now, you have to learn how to push yourself outside of your comfort, or else life will do it for you. And when life does it for you, then you go think that life is beating you up because of your victim mentality. So number 2, detach from fear. Stop allowing fear to stop you from being aggressive. Because if you're fearful, you're a bitch. If you are fearful, you are a bitch. You are bitching. You are being a bitch. And whether you're a man or a woman, let me tell you something. You cannot be overly emotional. You have to be logical if you're going to be a leader. Fuck whether you're a man or a woman. Are you a boss? And if you're a boss, fear cannot stop you from doing certain things, because guess what? If you are a boss, that means you did things even when you were fearful. And that's the difference between a boss and an employee. An employee allows fear to cripple them, so they take the comfortable route and they work for the person who was able to work through the fear. Some of y'all are saying, oh, I give myself 5 years. You're giving yourself 5 years to do something that really takes 1. But because you don't believe in yourself enough, you're trying to give yourself more than enough time, when in reality, success loves speed. But you don't think you could do it in that time. Now you may say, well, Ori, how do I develop the belief? By becoming a new version of yourself. How do I become a new version of myself? You have to start putting yourself in predicaments that literally pull an aspect out of you. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. This is not the so-all be-all, but this is just an example. Taking cold showers. Putting yourself through a boot camp. Putting yourself through a boot camp. Taking cold showers. Like, taking cold showers is just an example. So when you wake up and you take a cold shower, right? And you feel uncomfortable, some of y'all can't do it. You can't do it. And the reason why you can't do it is because you're so used to your hot, warm bath. You're so used to your hot, warm bed. You're so used to your comfort. But the reason why you're taking the cold shower is because the cold shower is going to shock you the same way adversity would. And when you learn how to withstand the shock, because you created the shock, life is no match for you, baby. Adversity is no match for you. Y'all run up the likes on this live. So, the weak seek validation. That's another thing that's holding y'all back. Everybody comment the word validation. Everybody comment the word validation. The weak seek validation. A lot of y'all, you only feel good about yourself when somebody is telling you something good about yourself. And that's why you're not powerful. Because you're just a puppet to everybody else's compliments. But one thing you learn when you start to get powerful is that people will not want to give you your credit. So if you're the type of person that needs validation, you're not powerful. And the reason why you're not powerful is because guess what? You want someone who doesn't fully know you, who hasn't been there seeing you put in the work, to tell you that you're great. You see, what makes you powerful and what makes other people see you powerful is you telling them and you showing them. Not you waiting for the outside world to tell you. You tell them. Excuse me. You tell them. Thank you, Taj, for the gift. Right? So, when you detach from the need for approval, you become untouchable. Because then people's opinion, then people will recognize that their opinion don't mean shit. That you're going to perform whether or not they believe you're going to. And I love when someone is sleeping on me or when someone doubts me. Because when someone doubts me, they don't realize that they about to look stupid as fuck. They don't know who they're talking to. And you got to start thinking about yourself like this. You got to start talking to yourself with a level of pride. Like, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to. You don't know who you just met. You don't know what I'm able to do. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to. And once you start to have a level of pride about yourself like that, you're going to have a level of self-respect. But some of y'all don't respect yourself because you don't follow through on what you say you're going to do. And that's why you don't have no confidence. Confidence comes from you knowing that you did the work. Confidence comes from you knowing that you are over prepared. You don't have confidence because you're not prepared. You know you haven't put in enough work. Put in enough work that you know that your ability to do what you need to do is not a question. So stop checking for validation. This is how to master detachment. Stop checking for validation. If you need applause, criticism will break you. Detach from both. You don't need nan person, nan bitch to tell you look good. You know you look good. And a lot of times, if you need someone to tell you look good, they're not going to tell you. But when you know you look good, they're more likely to tell you that you look good because it's emanating off of you. But when you need someone to tell you look thirsty, you look needy. And needy is not attractive. Needy is not magnetic at all. You feel me? Eliminate expectations. Flow with reality instead of resisting it. Go down the path of least resistance. Live in the present. That's another thing. People who are always in the present moment tend to be the most magnetic because you ever looked at someone you were talking to and you could tell that they were somewhere else or they were thinking about something else? You know why that annoys you? Because you know they're not there. You know they're not paying attention to you. But someone that looks at you in the eyes and lets you know, I'm all the way here with you, I'm listening to you. There's something attractive about that. There's something very attractive about someone who is giving you all their attention. And you know what else? Something is very attractive about eye contact. Because if you're able to look me in my eyes, that means that you are exactly who you say you are. Because most people who are lying to themselves cannot look someone else in the eyes purely because they feel like they are being seen through. You see, but when you're confident, you have no problem being seen. Does that make sense? So live in the present. And excuse my voice, y'all. I'm losing my voice right now, but excuse my voice. But the most powerful people don't dwell on the past and they don't fear the future. They exist fully in the now. And when you detach, you automatically become more magnetic. People crave the energy of someone who doesn't need them. But when people feel like you need them, human nature kicks in and they will start to abuse that power. I'm telling you right now, no matter how nice you are, no matter how nice the person is, when someone knows that you need them, they abuse that power. So, number 2, magnetism, the art of commanding attention. And and listen, some of y'all may be like, why do I need to know this? If you're an artist, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a promoter, if you have a business, if you are an influencer, I need you to understand that influence is the highest commodity right now. The reason why Trump is the president right now is because of influence. Influence alone can make you so much money. If you have enough influence, Keith Lee. Who else? Keith Lee, Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis. All these streamers, Speed, they're being given millions of dollars to promote things because of their influence, because of their ability to garner attention. So I need you to understand, influence isn't luck. It's an art form. And this is why people like Michael Jackson was so powerful. If you ever looked at the Super Bowl or when Michael Jackson performed, he always stood there for a second before he started his performance. And the reason why was because he liked things to simmer. He liked you to feel the energy of things. He understood seduction, and he understood that it's not about rushing to the finish line. It's about making people wait. It's about making people appreciate you. And a lot of y'all are so quick to get to the finish line that you ruin the mystery. True power isn't loud. It's a presence that demands attention without effort. So I'm going to teach you right now how to cultivate an irresistible aura. I'm going to teach you right now how to cultivate an irresistible aura. I'm going to teach you right now. So, number one, silence. Own your silence. The most powerful people do not overshare. Leo, Aries, Gemini. Stop oversharing. Let the mystery do the work. You feel me? Some of y'all, you tell everything about yourself on the first date, and then you wonder why they're not interested anymore. You gave them everything. You gave them everything. So, learn how to be selective about what you share. Hold on, I need some water. So yeah, like I was saying, learn how to master your silence. Learn how to not share everything right away. Just because, and let me give you an example. Let's say you go to a date and you do yoga, right? And then the person you're dating or you're on a date with starts to talk about yoga, right? You don't have to share that you do yoga. Let them find out on your Instagram story that you a yoga teacher. Let them find out that way. And when they find out that way, they're going to be like, dang, why you didn't tell me? You just be like, oh, I was just listening to you. Because now, instead of you being like, oh, I do yoga, and you looking like you trying to win them over, or you looking like you just, what happens is that when that person finds out naturally, it's going to make them more attracted to you. And when you aren't always in their face, people will start to have an imagination about you. You see, seduction works the most when you're away from them, not when you're in front of them. Okay? Master your body language. Stand tall. Move slowly. Take up space. And you want to be very selective about your words. So fewer words, more meaning. When you talk, people should feel it. The world follows certainty. The more you trust yourself, the more they'll trust you. And this is why I say that you cannot blame the world for what's going on in your life. Everything is a reflection of you. I'm not going to be able to talk too much longer, y'all. I'm literally losing my voice. What I do want to tell y'all is, on this 33 day, I launched a new magnetism class that is much more deeper and darker and more expensive. The class is called Black Mirror, Hacking the Human Psyche. Now, in my first magnetism class, I taught you the basics of cultivating a more magnetic aura. But now this magnetism class is going to be focused on human nature and on why people do the things that they do, and how to be able to spot narcissists, how to spot when someone's manipulating you, how to use that very thing to other people, how to manipulate other people. And the thing about it too is, do not always think that manipulation has to be negative. Sometimes manipulation is marketing. Sometimes manipulation is learning how to present yourself in a higher frequency. My class is $260. And it's only open until the 28th. This is dark psychology. And I'm going to read to y'all a tweet that I put up today that broke down the class. I'm going to break it down to y'all. Don't worry. Check this out. So look. Black Mirror influence, hacking the human psyche. So check me out. Every encounter is a war. And to lose is to surrender the initiative to allow others to control the flow. Let me tell y'all something. And you could believe me or not. A relationship is war also. A relationship is war also. And the reason why I say this is because guess what? As a man, once you stop providing, once you start being submissive, your girl stops respecting you. Once you start complaining too much, once you always got something going on, your girl stops respecting you. So you're always at war. You're always having to be this warrior. And you have to understand the human psyche of people. You think that it's okay to continuously complain to people, to continuously vent to people. But if you're always venting to people, you're going to look weak. You're going to look like a person that always has problems. And that's what I mean by there's a war. So, every encounter is a war. When you do that job interview, it's a war. Because guess what? That person is not here to just be nice to you. They're literally questioning you, watching you to see if you are qualified. And you think this is about being nice. Life is not about being nice. Business is not about being nice. You think the richest people are the nicest? It's not that they're mean. They're kind, but they're not nice. Because to be nice is to be submissive. To be nice is to be the help. To be nice is to be inferior. Now ask yourself, to be a leader, do you think you can be nice? When someone tries you, when someone doesn't respect your rules, do you think you can beat them with niceness? No. You have to teach people how to respect you. And respect is strong. Respect is stern. You cannot be nice to people who are crossing your boundaries. You have to be strong. And when it's time for you to check someone, you can't be nice. You have to understand the psychology of people. Because let me teach you something. Even the nicest person can be aggressive to you if you are too submissive. And let me tell you what I mean by this. The nicest person will take on a superior role if you act inferior. The nicest person will be aggressive and will be a predator if you act like you're a prey. Trust me. If you allow a nice person to take advantage of you, they will. Because it is human nature. So, every encounter is a war. And to lose is to surrender the initiative to allow others to control the flow. Those who fail to see this dynamic, those who always just react emotionally instead of responding with calculated intention, are relegated to the sidelines. If you are not intentional, you are not powerful. If you are I told y'all, my throat, I'm losing my voice. Told y'all. You said I disagree with on that Booski, but I hear you. Listen. This is not for the everyday person. And let me take my glasses off when I say this. This information I'm giving you is not for the everyday person. The person that clocks in and goes home to their family. This is for the person that wants to be the top of their field. This is for the person that wants to be powerful. This is for the person that's going to be rich and knows that the moment that you have something that everybody wants, everybody will start to be calculated with you. So that's why you may not agree. Because people don't have anything that they want to take from you yet. But when you are a walking ticket, you better know psychology. So, those who simply react instead of responding with calculated intention are are relegated to the sidelines. The art of silent manipulation, perceptual control, and cognitive reprogramming ensures that you remain at the helm no matter the circumstance. And once you step into this knowledge, there's no going back. You will no longer be able to see people how you used to. You're not. So, if you want to join this class, DM me and I will send you the link to join. The class is $260. All right? And when you start watching this stuff, you're going to start being like, wow, this is why this person is passive aggressive to me. This is why this person is always cutting me off. You're going to start to see why every behavior leads to a certain trauma. And you're going to start to notice how this insecurity leads to this person treating you like this, and how to maneuver around it, how to maneuver around jealous people, how to notice when someone is envious, how to notice when someone is faking like a friend. You get what I'm saying? So, DM me if you want to join. I'm about to get off because my voice is out of here. I love you guys, and later.